And we're live.
What's cracking, everybody? We send ours to the worthy TSoA in the house. So, hit the like button, share it, share our shit, subscribe. Let's get the message out there, folks, on the corruption of CDCR and the corrupt underside of the fucking injustice system.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say on this video, baby girl, me and you are going to talk about this question that was posed to us on why we feel CDCR is letting out the nasty weirdos of their system before men like me and others similar situated like me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And again, if you guys check out this post or comment on that my baby girl's been putting out here about their wardens and how they promote the violence for money from the federal budget, blah, blah, blah. It's all about their money. It's all about job security.
And it's always been, but it's more than that. It's more than that, honey. And, you know, I was just thinking of that one story we put out there about a dude that on his first offense as a child molester, a Chester, whatever, he got 4 months. And then he got another charge afterwards because his family left him. He got 80 years and they let him out after 11.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
His own family told the courts, don't let this man out. And they did anyways.
Right. Yeah. But he actually got 110 years, and he did 10 years on it, and they let him out after 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was CDCR that did that, right? Uh-huh. So, and the reason why I think they're doing this, and they've done this for many, many, many years, is they let these dudes out of prison knowing the psychological makeup behind them, that it's a disease, and they're going to go out there and reoffend. Therefore, keep that revolving door, keeping people in these cells and keep their job security intact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's not that many, I don't think there's probably over 20,000 of them, but they're probably, a lot of them are fucking weirdos themselves. How many undercover CDCR officers have we heard about now? Like that one down there, that ISU sergeant down there in that women's prison getting busted with child pornography on his phone,
mm-hmm.
and he was sending it to his buddies.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's just the one they busted. How many haven't they busted?
And the ones receiving it. Mm-hmm.
Right. And like guys like myself, they let me go. I'll go live in a motherfucking cave with the bears and my baby girl. Fuck the world, man. I'm out. I'm not partaking in this shit no more. In society's norms. Man, this shit is whack. This shit is whacked off, man. You're going to protect chomos and rapos?
I think this, okay? They have this whole agenda, and when they let out the true threat, and they label you, a man with integrity and honor, as the threat, they've got a multi-scope approach. What they're doing is of course, they got their narrative. The crime problem is such a big deal, la, 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 la. Someone like you, who they keep tied down because they know that you won't reoffend, because they know that you're speaking out against the corruption, that, they're just going to label you as the boogeyman because of the color of your skin and the people that you run with, or they accuse you of running with, the people they locked you up in solitary with for years and years on end. That they can say whatever they want about you, and then they're going to turn around and let out these low-life scum and then put a spin on the story and say, see, these people we have locked up and won't let out are the people who are doing the stuff they are letting out. And so there's this whole thing. And I also believe that when you do that weird twisty stuff, that lie that sits in the story throws people off, so they are not able to identify the truth. And as somebody who lives in integrity and truth, can see the lie even before it's done being told. But that's not the majority of people, because the majority of people would rather lie, even a little white lie, rather than admit they were wrong or have done wrong, or a whole lot of things. There's lies of omission, and then there's just flat out lies. And I believe that lies of omission are a way to protect oneself when one's being accused, as opposed to just being pathological.
Well, it's like I always say, they want to control the narrative. They want to control the narrative, and it's a lot deeper than just that in my eyes, man.
Oh,
it all comes down to their money, and it all comes down to their money and the way they are, and they're probably protecting their own people is what I say. A lot of people have said that. Even officers tend to believe that some of these fucking administrators that are letting these weirdos out of prison are kind of like they're protecting their own people. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to paint that broad brush on all of them, but I'll tell you this, it's a pattern. And when you have a pattern of, something that's clearly seen, that they continue to let these guys get out of prison. Like that dude we're talking about, he got convicted of some weird shit, some sexual shit on an underage 12-year-old, and under 12 years old, and then he only got 4 months, right? 4 months. Now, they let him out after 4 months, and then he got 110 years on his second offense, and they let him out only after 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. Now, look at Cain Velasquez, the intended target of his shooting. Mm-hmm. Here you got this guy that molested his kid or abused his kid, mm-hmm. and he got let out on an ankle monitor.
An ankle monitor in the home of the house where there was a daycare.
Right, and then Cain Velasquez went to prison, but yet the guy's out there. The guy that's the predator, sexual predator. Now, it's my opinion that those are their poster child, their poster fucking weirdos to change the laws, mm-hmm. to make laws worse, like the polyclass Richard Allen Davis situation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They used that one case right there to pass this 3 strikes law, but it wasn't even about the case. It was about getting this law passed so the DAs, the dirty fucking DAs, to take this new law, mm-hmm. and stretch it 100 different ways, all the way down to misdemeanor petty theft with a prior, mm-hmm. 25 to life. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then the original case, the original Richard Allen Davis case, those types of crimes were not getting 25 to life. They were getting let out of prison. Mm-hmm. Dude got 4 months for fucking molesting a kid. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the guy with Cain Velasquez, that guy got out on an ankle monitor. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Right, and then I want to bring up a couple other situations. In that movie, Survivor's Guide to Prison, they interviewed a couple of prisoners, and there was this one kid who came home from school and his mother had been murdered, and of course they charged him and convicted him of the murder of his mother. So mm-hmm. this kid is suffering the loss of his mother, and they got him all wrapped up, and because he's innocent, he's never getting out of prison. Mm-hmm. They're gonna keep him tied up because he won't show remorse for a crime he never committed. But they're not going to...
crime he didn't commit.
They're not going to let that go. And then the other thing that I was thinking of was the kids for cash judges and how they're destroying the lives of these children for profit and turning these kids into broken, rebellious, misguided adults.
Yeah. No, that's a terrible thing, man. That's a terrible thing. But society has to rise up and start pounding tables or something, because it all comes down to these cricket ass DAs. And I'm about tired of these cops on my channel crying and crying. Oh, now he's making noise, this, that, and the other, and they hate it. They hate us for speaking out, because we are now speaking out about their corruption, and it jeopardizes their food on the table, right? And so they want to get on here and run their mouths, and not put their names to it. Again, I got a problem with it, but this video here is strictly on this topic about these chomos and weirdos getting out of prison before a guy like myself. Now, there's a bunch of us that's been in prison a long time. I know a guy who's been in prison for 52 years for a robbery back in 19-something, 60-something, or 68 or 69, something like that. And they won't let him out of prison because he won't turn snitch. And he's a validated, labeled as a validated gang member according to CDCR standards. And the whole thing revolves around confidential 1030s, and he won't turn snitch. But yet, they'll let this guy go who's got 110 years to life for molesting a kid. Now, how the fuck is that okay, folks? And if that doesn't get under your skin and piss you off, then, man, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. And if you're a cop, I can understand that, because you are a protector of chomos and rapos.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You protect them people.
Well,
you will shoot one of my people for beating up one of them people, right? And then hide behind, your job policy. And so I expect cops to come on my channel and fucking run their fucking cum dumpster like always. Go ahead, Ben.
Well, I was just gonna say that some of the people that aren't being let out for holding their mud, whatever, being straight, yet they're gonna roll, they're gonna roll these weirdos out left and right. I mean, there was that dude that was shooting strangers on the freeway in Sacramento that shot at 3 different cars, 3 different incidents, got like 90-something years, let out in less than 10.
Got out.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Now, why would they do that?
He got out.
Why would they do that? I want y'all to think about these questions and get back at us in the comments, and
in the chat comments.
We'll take this this further.
Leave a comment, hit the like button, folks. Share my shit, subscribe, all that. We send ours to the worthy on this one. We'll be coming at you with more content, man. And this is a positive channel. We're trying to shed some light on and illuminate the corruption and the problem with the system. This is the real deal coming from #New Folsom, and there ain't no other channel like this. Straight up, and you know it. And the only one that's got a problem with it is cops and rats. And fuck both y'all. See ya.
Peace.